moment, take a look up in the sky. Think about the blessings, all the blessings that you got. It's a great day to be alive. With all the busy lives, time to show the fly.
Welcome to another edition of It's a Great Day at SAGU podcast. I'm your host, Rick Bowles. Our co-host is James Carnell. And our producer at the end there is JB.
JB.
Welcome, everybody. And we have two guests here today that we're excited. We had to pay them to come in because they were a little nervous. So, it's just sometimes you just have to do that, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
hey, they're free agents. They can demand whatever they want.
That's right. So we're not forcing them to be here, but they're here voluntarily. So thank y'all for joining us. If you don't know, we have Ruth Roberts, Katie White. We waved, but let's wave again for the millions of people who are watching.
All of our fans.
Yep. So we'll just jump right in here. And Ruth, tell us about Ruth Roberts. So for those that don't know you, we have a lot of new staff. And even though I'm sure they have met you, but they may not necessarily know Ruth Roberts. So share something about you that maybe some people don't know. Your background, a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a pastor's daughter. I've been married to Keith for 38 years. We have 2 sons, 2 daughter-in-laws, and 2 grandsons. I've worked here at Southwestern for 21 years. And some hobbies. I love to quilt, read, and travel.
There you go. So can we ask, whoops, my headphones just fell off. Can we ask some of your latest trips? Where have you been? What some of the places you like to go?
We just got back from San Antonio. That's not a long trip, but we did do that over the weekend and went on the Riverwalk. We spent our honeymoon there, so it's some nostalgia. We love to travel to Tennessee, Arkansas. We've been to New Mexico, Louisiana, Florida, Georgia.
Good night.
New York.
Wow.
Haven't been overseas. I can't quite convince Keith to fly. He
Oh.
doesn't like to fly.
So you get to drive everywhere. We're kind of in the same way, for different reasons.
Well,
but
would you prefer, let me give you your ideal vacation spot. Okay. Is it cold or is it hot destination? Your favorite?
Cold.
Cold?
Cold.
Cold. Wow. Hot for me. I want to go somewhere where the sand is hot.
Even though you didn't ask me, mine is cold.
I know you.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. I lived in Colorado for too long, and I was ready for anything but winter. So thank the Lord I'm back in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't want to, I don't know that I want to live in a cold spot all the time, but I do enjoy the mountains. So if it's cold, fine, but I like that versus the beach. Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, let me let you know that, Estes Park has a great vacation spot. If you're ever going up that way, give me a holler. I know some people up there that run a vacation rental organization,
wow.
so let me know. It's a beautiful vacation spot in the winter, isn't it?
So
Or in the summer, actually. It's great, too.
I don't think commercials are in the script.
Oh, they're not. Oh, sorry. That latest one was brought to you by James Carnell. Thank you. Back to you, Rick.
Back to the script. So I failed to mention that you're the Director of Human Resources. And again, most people probably know that. But this is off script, sorry. But what is it about Human Resources that you made a career out of, that you enjoy? That role, that work?
So when I started out my career, Human Resources was not a thing. It was the personnel office. So I started out in payroll, processing payroll, and then when I came to Southwestern, I started as an administrative assistant. And at that time, Jay Truan, Dr. Kim Truan's husband, was the vice president, and he wanted to turn the personnel office into a human resources office, and I was asked if I would take on that director position, and I said yes, not knowing what all it involved.
That's usually the case with most jobs, right?
It is, and it's grown over the years. I love my job. I love the people I work with. I love the university. My parents both attended here. Keith and I attended here. Sean is graduating. My son Sean is graduating tomorrow. So we have a lot of connections with the university, and I really enjoy my job.
That's neat. I didn't know your mom and dad graduated. That's neat.
They did.
So, Katie, it's your turn. Katie White is the Director of Business Services. Tell us about Katie White.
So I've been, I was a student here before I got hired, and I've worked in 2 different roles here at the university. So after I graduated, there was a role in the accounting office that came open, and I too worked under Jay Truen for several years. And my husband and I, we got married after we graduated. We decided it would be wise for us to get some jobs, do our master's degrees. He finished his undergrad degree. And then we really loved Southwestern. We loved the environment here. It was a great first entry-level job to have. And so after I did that for several years, I left for a short bit, and we tried to transition to Dallas. My husband's in ministry. And so after leaving for a short bit, their director role of business services came open, and it was an opportunity that really just couldn't be passed up. So I've been in that role for, I guess, a little over 6 years, and we have 3 children. We currently, of course, reside in Waxahachie, and my husband is the associate pastor at University Church. So our life is definitely, it revolves around work, church, and kids. We're in that season.
So, hobbies?
Hobbies? I really enjoy crafting when I've got time. So I know I've got little machines I can sew, and I enjoy being creative in my downtime. So those are the hobbies that I do at home. We do travel some. With kids, it's definitely challenging, but we just came back from a mission trip that was overseas, and we took our 8-month-old with us at the time, and it was phenomenal. We had a great trip with North Texas, and we really enjoyed that. So
Excellent.
Great. That's good. So,
an 8-month on a missions trip. Wow.
we did. Yeah.
Super parents right there.
Right.
I'm telling you.
She did phenomenal.
That's awesome.
She was
wow.
great.
That's great.
well, we have you two here because coming up this week, we're recording this, and you'll hear it this week. Some very fun and exciting things for staff and faculty that's still around that might want to participate. So, Ruth, we'll start with you. So, Thursday night, we will have our annual staff and faculty Christmas event. I know it's changed a little bit over the years since I've been here. So, please give us details on what to expect, some of the how to dress, the fun we'll be having. Just make us feel like we can't not be there. We can't miss it. So, why can't we miss it?
Okay. So to start off, we're going to start in the lobby at 6 p.m. We're going to have the appetizers, which will be pimento and cheese tarts, spinach and artichoke bites, loaded potato bites, pineapple sausage bites,
Wow.
sausage cranberry bites, ravioli bites, shrimp bites. So
That's just appetizers.
that's just the appetizers.
So don't be late, Carnell. You're usually
Yes.
late, so
No, I'll be there. On time.
good.
Ahead of time.
Yeah.
Sampling each and every one of those to make sure they're sufficient for everybody's needs.
Yeah.
You need the extra large plate.
Yes, I'll just, make sure that way I can approve before the president. I want to take one for Rick, just make sure
Right,
that he's
be the
okay.
test
Yeah,
taster,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's my role.
Okay.
I'm a servant.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am. I'm just, that's all I do.
Very humble, too.
I am too, yes. Thank you.
So people can eat, meet, greet there in the lobby, and then about 6:30 we'll move into the auditorium. It's always a beautiful setting. We decorate it. It's gorgeous in there with the tables, the poinsettias, and Amy Trober. I was going to say
Good
Van
job.
Pay, but
Good job.
Amy Trover is our MC, and she has several costume changes planned. We have some special entertainment that I'm going to keep secret for right now, but it will be fabulous entertainment. I have asked Amy George to read a poem about thankfulness, so I think that'll be great. And for those that haven't been, we haven't done an evening party in 3 years,
It's been a while.
I think. So this will be a really nice change. The dress code, business casual, all the way up to formal. If someone wants to wear formal dress, that's fine. It is a really nice evening. for everyone.
So is it true that Rick is going to sing a solo for us?
So low you can't hear me.
He's going to sing On a Hill Far Away, very, very far away.
I did want to mention the main menu, so we'll have.
Scared me. I thought she was going to just bypass that. We're going to have appetizers.
We're gonna have fun, and that's it. No food.
Right.
Go home hungry.
You're right. Go home hungry. No, we're not going to go home hungry. It's glazed flank steak, chicken breast with cranberry apple relish on a bed of cornbread stuffing, au gratin potatoes, grilled vegetables, artesian dinner rolls and butter, fall salad, and for dessert, drum roll. We have cheesecake and chocolate cake.
All right.
Ooh, yes.
So it's going to be a fun evening.
So here's the question I need to know. I'm going to put you on the spot. Are there any prizes?
Prizes? What?
There aren't prizes, but everyone is going to receive something at the end of the party, so they need to be there.
There we go.
Everyone's a winner.
So we're going to get
Yes.
something. Yeah.
Yes.
Everybody receives a participation trophy. So
That's great.
that's going to be fun.
It'd be better than a participation
Okay, all
trophy.
right, there we go. I like that. Okay.
So this could be Ruth or Katie or both of you, but from your perspective, why is it important for the university to provide this for staff? What do you want to accomplish?
Personally, I enjoy going to the party because I get to see people in a different perspective. When you work with somebody, you're concentrating on projects or duties that need to be done. When you're at the party, people are relaxed, they're excited, they're having fun, and just see them in a different light and different perspective. You get to know them, their family, what interests them.
I think it's surprising, being a new employee myself, just a year and a half. It's when we do the all staff and faculty together, it's really exciting to see how many different people are here that sometimes you don't see until we have one of these events. It's really nice to know that there's a big family here.
It is.
And these are great opportunities for us just to connect. And my wife's always telling me, "Hey, do you know so and so that works at the school?" And I'm like, no. So these will be opportunities. Hopefully we can make some of those connections. I think it'll be awesome. Yeah.
And it's definitely an event, too, for your spouse to attend. So,
It is.
a lot of the times you might only get to know somebody personally. And I know there's been several occasions where that's the first event where I'm like, oh, hey, I get to meet the spouse or, in some cases, family members, some of their kids. And so that's also a benefit to being able to go just to get deeper connected and to see people that maybe you've never even seen or met before.
And did I read an email right? There is a stipend for child care. Is that right?
Yes, we're not providing on-site child care. There's just so many logistics to put that together. So, but yeah, so if someone has a child between the ages of newborn and up to 10 years of age, and they want to hire child care or pay for child care in their home, the university is going to provide a stipend for that.
That's great.
It really is.
Nice.
I mean, as definitely as two working parents, you're just like, okay, how are we going to get this figured out? And when Ruth said that was going to be an opportunity, it's like, hey, that's a date night. Yeah, we get to go be with colleagues and friends, but this is nice to be able to go out and enjoy an evening, just the two of us with others.
So it's not if someone has just failed to sign up, do they still have time to do that?
They do, but we really would like people to RSVP. We really need a good count to be able to give to provider for the food. And so even if they don't plan on going, please RSVP. That just really helps us know who's going to be there and who's not able to.
So what is the hard deadline on that? Because they'll be hearing this probably Monday. So
Monday.
As soon as you hear this, go to what do they email? What address do they email to?
So they can just search for an email from Adriana Barnes, and the link is there.
Gotcha.
It's very simple. Take
So,
2 minutes, maybe.
if they don't RSVP and they show up, they get no desserts. I'll take their desserts for
So
them.
you'll stand at the door.
I will.
okay.
Yeah. Hey, did you?
All right.
Okay, your dessert. Give it here. Yeah. I think that's just fair. I think that's just fair.
So that's Thursday night.
Thursday night.
And
so, Katie, we have something else going on that I think is really exciting.
Yes.
And that's on Friday. Now, this is really neat. I got to participate in this last year. So we're expanding our service day from a half day, in some cases, to 5 and 6 hours. So tell us a little bit about those opportunities
Sure.
that people can sign up for, how to do that.
Yeah, so last year was the first year that we did it. We served in the morning and then had the Christmas party in the afternoon. Of course, changes this year. And the cabinet had discussed, and they said, hey, is it possible for us to do something, maybe opportunities throughout the whole day? And it was like, great, let's get with our nonprofits within Ellis County and let's see what the need is. And so there are 14 different opportunities for employees to engage. And one reason we have so many various opportunities is because we know some people maybe can't commit a whole day, or maybe there's a nonprofit that really is something that's dear to their heart, whether it's working with children or doing a food pantry or helping with the homeless, or our outdoor friends with Runner's Refuge. So the Christmas Day of Serving, an email was sent out, and we definitely want to encourage everyone to be a part. But everything from food drives on the campus to working in local elementary schools to doing the Salvation Army bell ringers, that's all opportunities. Currently, as of today, we still have 3 opportunities, really 4 that need to be filled. And so we're really hoping that more employees will sign up, whether that's faculty or some departments. So the Angel Tree in Italy, which is great. They're going to be helping out with Manna House and doing a community service day there. And then also with serving at Succeed Forever in Midlothian. And that nonprofit is actually ran by an alum. So her name's Emily Dock, and admissions helped her out last year, and so her nonprofit Succeed Forever, they run a thrift store that then helps fund the nonprofit, and their nonprofit helps the local kids who just need assistance in learning life skills on how to succeed forever.
Excellent. So why are we doing this year? What's the why behind this?
Yeah, of course, getting out into the community and having the employees have an opportunity to serve. You know, sometimes it is through the local church, but SAGU is a ministry-minded institution. And a couple of years ago, I had approval for our office to kind of take our Christmas party hours and turn it into serving, and then we went out to lunch afterwards. And I had approached Dr. Gore and said, hey, is this something that the campus would want to do campus-wide, if I'm willing to help organize it? And he said, yeah, that'd be great. So, a result from last year was not only did the university give 130 hours to the community of Ellis County, which I think is phenomenal that we were able to do that. But it also gave people an opportunity. I remember one individual, after serving with Runner's Refuge, she came to me and she said, I didn't even know that there was an opportunity in Ellis County to do this in Waxahachie, and I can't wait to give my own time to this nonprofit. And I thought that's also a wonderful thing for people to be able to see, hey, Waxahachie Care is here, and Manna House is here, and those different opportunities that maybe you want to do on the weekends or during even, some time that you have. But yeah. Awesome.
So you mentioned some of the areas that are still needing sign up. Where do you go? If somebody's listening on Monday, they're like, oh my goodness, I have not signed up. Where do they go?
Yeah, so there is an email, and we have a landing page, and it's partnered with the project, the 2027 project. But at the bottom, you can go to the sign up, and you'll be able to see where other people have signed up. So maybe you're an individual, and it's only a few people in a department, and you're like, I don't have a whole department to go with. That's okay. There's still opportunities for you. Find a friend, and really if you have a family member, like a spouse that also wants to serve that day, a faculty member or someone who's retired, I know that there's Friends of SAGU, we want all these spots to be filled because in some way we've committed, right? We were saying, hey, we're going to send somebody that day if we can. And so you'll get an email the day before the service telling you where to go, reminding you when, and then a contact number. So that way the day of or that morning, you kind of know where you need to be.
Excellent. So. Wow, that sounds exciting. So I love what you just said there. I caught that at the end. Other family members, friends of SAGU. If you know someone, maybe your church is in Midlothian and this ministry needs help, they can go serve.
Yeah,
right?
and we really we intended it for employees,
Mm-hmm.
but of course there's over 100 opportunities, and so some employees might not be able to serve that day, and we just want to make sure that all the spots get filled.
Excellent.
You texted me the other day, and I realized I hadn't responded. You asked if I wanted to be a bell ringer for the Salvation Army. We did that last year.
We did it, yeah.
See, VP Phelps at the time. Who else? Oh, Gideon.
And Gideon, yes.
So the answer is no, because you
Thank you.
embarrassed me so much last year.
hey, we raised some money. I think we did better.
No, I think we have to have a contest in everything we do. So they were on
VP
one bell,
Phipps,
we were on the other.
We did better. I think we raised more.
So I'm sorry, but
they
I'm
gotta
not gonna serve with you this year.
I'm telling you. Well,
I
sorry,
saw-
we already signed up for Convoy of Hope.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Oops.
Dr. Gore and Lois, there are going to be some bell ringers, but I still think there's another opportunity for some more bell ringers. So, and wear your SAGU shirt and
Yeah.
take some photos. I didn't
Yeah.
mention that. We got photos last year, and it's just a great to see us in the community. And so, wear a Christmas hat too. Share that Christmas spirit.
Yeah.
Um,
Do we have a
do
hashtag? Hashtag SAGU serves? I don't know.
We can create
Hashtag
one.
SAGU serves. There we go.
Christmas
you go.
Day of serving SAGU.
There you
know,
go.
or
Take a
something
picture,
like that.
hashtag it.
Yeah, that'd be
Instagram,
great. Marketing
Facebook.
would love that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, wonderful. So, anything else that maybe y'all want to share with the staff and faculty? It comes to your mind, that an update, reminder of anything?
If you are coming to the party, there were two things also that had gotten mentioned in the email. So I guess reminders.
Yes.
Family photos. So
Yes.
you know, if you want to submit a family photo in advance, send that to Adriana Barnes. It doesn't have to be a Christmas photo, just any kind of family photo. And then the other thing was partnering with Runner's Refuge. We are going to be providing some items for them. They have a donor that does all the socks, so we will be providing hats and gloves.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes. Beanies and gloves. Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Awesome. And guys, before you submit that family photo, make sure you get your approval from your spouse. I have gotten in trouble more than one occasion for not submitting the correct photo, because it doesn't matter what I look like in that picture as long as my spouse looks lovely, which she always does.
So in the example, I don't know, Ruth, they had sent an example out, and it was Ruth and her son and daughter-in-law, and I messaged Ruth and I said, hey, I'm going to tell Keith, you cut him out of the family.
I had several people say, where's Keith at? Like, I'm going to throw Adriana under the bus. She just went on Facebook and pulled a picture.
And we're not doing that. You submit your own photos, so that we don't have to
yes.
do that.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Well, we did choose one from last year, so we got the whole family in there. So that's
good.
awesome.
Great.
Yeah. Well, great. Hey.
Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you
No,
go
you. I want the introduction. Go ahead. Come on.
I was going to skip it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh God.
This is the time that James looks forward to the most. So
Yes.
he gets to share a couple of
Yes.
jokes. So
Yes, a few jokes.
here we go. It's your turn.
Some people call them jokes. Others just roll their eyes. So, Ruth, I want to give you the opportunity, because you already said you might have a joke for us today. So I'm gonna throw the first one to you. Opportunity, go, boom.
Okay. What did the dung beetle say when he walked into the coffee bar?
I don't know.
Is that stool taken?
Oh, I like that. That's a good one.
That's good.
That's a good one. All right. Okay. I just have a couple. Just a couple. One is kind of a carry-on joke, but this is just one. So I just read in my history studies, which, what do I think about history majors, JB? Yes, I do. I love working with them. I just read that there is a small island off the coast of Italy which is inhabited by 5 million Sicilian people. Dude, I didn't even realize that was a number. 5 million Sicilians. Is that okay? That's one of those you have to actually think about. And okay, so maybe the timing on that wasn't okay. So I finally, and I'm a big into history, like I just said, right? And especially ancestry history. I love digging into that and finding what my family heritage is. Well, I went and actually discovered Van Gogh's family tree. Okay, are you ready for this? All right. I'm getting these looks like, I don't know about this. Okay, he had a dizzy aunt, and she was named Vertigo. A brother who ate prunes, gotta go. A brother who worked at a convenience store, stop and go. A grandfather from Yugoslavia, you go. His magician uncle, where did he go? His Mexican cousin, amigo. His Mexican cousin's American half-brother, gringo. Okay, a nephew who drove a stagecoach, Wells Fargo. A ballroom dancing aunt, tango. Okay, a bird-loving uncle, flamingo. An aunt who taught positive thinking, way to go. A little bouncy nephew, pogo. And his niece who travels in an RV, Winnebago.
Wow.
There you go.
That was good.
There you go.
So what you don't know is, prior to this, I said, James, let's not do 10 jokes. You know, it's a little too long. So what does he do? Two jokes. One of those goes for 5 minutes.
I tell you, it was only 2 jokes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a joke.
Oh, yes.
I have a joke.
Okay, I want to hear this.
So, what does the baby corn call his dad?
Popcorn.
Very good. My son is into dad jokes like crazy, and I sent that to him, and he didn't get it. So y'all, I'm impressed that y'all got it.
All right, Miss Katie.
No.
I'm putting you on the spot. Just throw one to you. Do you have anything? Boom, top of your head.
No, I really don't. I was trying to think of my kids' jokes, but there's one that my daughter says all the time, but it's not coming to me.
Okay, all right. If it comes to you while we're talking,
There you go.
Throw it in there.
You go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for enduring and for being a part of the podcast. And for doing that, we want to show appreciation. Here's a little Starbucks.
Wow.
That'll get you some
Thank
coffee.
you.
And
Thank you.
fresh off the mill is a Christmas SAGU Oreo cookie.
Ooh.
There you go.
How is that?
Wow.
Nice.
You are the first ones to receive that, by the
Wow.
way. So
Very nice.
Those are beautiful.
They are.
there you go. So thank y'all for taking out time to do this. There's not a lot of events going on since it's the end of the semester, but there is a men's and women's basketball game Tuesday night, and they will be hosting North American University. So if you want to watch a little basketball before the Christmas holidays, you can do that. So that's all the time we have for this podcast. So remember, make it a great day
At SAGU. Well, this is a story. I'm going to make sure that makes it.